Hey everyone, and welcome back to News Science. We discuss comics, movies, games, and more here with another amazing Marvel Spider-Man 2. Now, this is regarding some important information detailing reported leaks, talking about how the game mechanics has improved, a lot of new features, and of course the supposed feature of being able to switch between Peter Parker and Miles Morales in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Now, before I get into this, I want you guys to take everything I'm about to discuss with a huge grain of salt. This article comes from CBR.com. Thank you to Izzy, who's one of my Discord members. Definitely an OG. Thank you for letting me know about this article. I definitely wanted to talk about this today. He sent this out to me last night and I really appreciate it. So Izzy, if you're watching, thank you very much. I'm really grateful. Also, before I get into this article, I want you guys to go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and click on that bell notification so you don't miss videos like this. I post videos on a daily and I do live streams at least twice a week on Tuesdays and Sundays from 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. Join my Discord once again. The invitation link to that is in the description box below, along with the links to my social media like Instagram and Twitter. I post there at least on a daily basis as well. Anyways, with all that being said, let's go ahead and review this article and then we will discuss. So a recent leak suggests that Insomniac Spider-Man 2 will feature both Miles and Peter as playable characters and expanded wall crawling mechanic. A recent leak suggests that Marvel Spider-Man 2 will greatly expand upon the original game with multiple playable characters, an overhauled movement system, and unexpected villains. The leak comes by way of Reddit, where an Insomniac Games employee spilled some of the details on the game. Using a throwaway account, so I guess this guy needed to cover his ground, so definitely deleted his account right after this leak was posted. The developer, who allegedly works on the Traversal team for Spider-Man 2, answered some questions from an eager fan. Now, the title will reportedly allow players to choose to play missions as either Peter Parker or Miles Morales, each one having unique skills and ability, of course. Whoever the player doesn't choose will be controlled by AI and provide support during the request. Peter's web trick system has been improved to play more like Miles in Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, while the wall crawling system has been revamped, allowing for smoother transitions between actions without hindering the player's pace. Now, before I continue with this article, it's definitely easy to fake something like this, which is why I always say take everything with a huge grain of salt whenever I'm about to discuss this. Heck, we're even only at the end of 2021, and remember, this game doesn't come out for at least almost another 2 years. So supposedly this game is probably set to launch at some point in early 2023 to maybe mid 2023. If anything, at best, it could probably be a holiday season of 2023, which I wouldn't mind, honestly. I think it'll make it that much better, personally, for personal reasons, because I'm a Christmas bitch. But aside from that, anybody can go ahead and claim to be who they want to be. So if this person that's posting on Reddit, answering some fans' questions, claiming to be an Insomniac Games employee, I'm pretty sure you're going to have that doubt in your mind. But again, take everything with a huge grain of salt, and I thought it was really important to talk about this. So moving on. The speed cap for the game has been greatly improved, meaning players can web swing 1.7 to 1.8 times faster than the original Spider-Man game for the PlayStation 4. Now that's very specific. This is largely due to the PlayStation 5's SSD technology, allowing Insomniac Games to render the levels quicker. The poster also mentions that webs can now be reeled in, acting as a kind of a grappling hook to help clear certain objects when moving around New York City. As for Venom and the symbiotic suit, the supposed employee offered some details on how they'll feature. Peter will reportedly gain the iconic black suit in the first part of the game, using the symbiote's tendrils as 4 extra arms in combat. Rather than being an alien, Marvel Spider-Man 2 is pulling from the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, where Venom was created by Oscorp, something which is referenced at in a post-credit scene in the first game. Following an unspecified story event, Peter separates himself from the suit, which takes a new host and becomes Venom. To combat this new villain, Peter develops the 4 robotic arms seen in the game's reveal trailer. The post goes on to say that Kraven the Hunter will serve as the game's main antagonist as Peter and Miles fight against his army of mercenaries. The poster does say that while they're unsure of the secondary villains, both Lizard and Mysterio appear in the game. As for heroes, no other Marvel heroes will be included in the story, but the amount of Easter eggs alluding to a larger universe has significantly increased. That's also in part due to the new Wolverine trailer that we did get. So with the leaks, it's worth taking this information with a large grain of salt. Once again, while many of the posters' comments sound valid, they have yet to provide any authentication that they work at Insomniac Games. Fans should temper their expectations until any kind of official confirmation is provided by the developer. So what we do know for sure is that Marvel Spider-Man 2 will launch as a PlayStation exclusive in 2023. Insomniac Games is also currently developing Wolverine and game starring the regenerating Cloud Mutant, which doesn't yet have a release date. But I'm assuming a game like that will probably release late 2023 to maybe perhaps early 2024. So either way, I'm really excited, and I hope Insomniac Games does take their time, which they will. They will take the time to develop something like this, especially Spider-Man and Wolverine, of course. I'm just still surprised and shocked that they announced the Wolverine trailer without a single release date. Judging by the fact that there was not a single release date or year, that they're still really early in development, but they did provide us that CGI trailer that we got for Wolverine. Aside from that, though, this news is, a bit iffy, although I will say it is oddly specific because of the details, like how the web swinging is like about 1.7 to 1.8 times faster than the original game from the PS4. That's oddly specific. You can see how that really kind of does sound valid, but then again, something like that, or at least the rest of the details in this article, cannot be substantiated in any way at this time. So everything that I just discussed, you got to take it with a large grain of salt, because again, this is supposedly a reported leak. So anyways, you guys comment down with your thoughts and theories down below. Let me know what are your thoughts about this. Insomniac Games seems to be tackling a lot of the concerns that players had about the first Marvel Spider-Man game, where the web swinging mechanic wasn't exactly fast. The upgrades were not really noticeable when you're progressing through the game, and specifically your web swinging upgrades, because supposedly Insomniac Games did state that the first game would have web swinging upgrades as you progressed, but really honestly, it's not that noticeable. Maybe a lot of the air tricks and combat is going to be refined. Also, a lot of the gadgets and web tricks are going to be refined as well, which I'm really excited about. And the whole movement system, including wall crawling, will be refined, because I feel like the wall crawling as well in the first game was really limited. It was actually kind of slow when you wall crawled, and I actually did not find myself wall crawling frequently in the first game because of how slow it is. So hopefully that's been refined, and hopefully when you play as Spider-Man, whether you're wall jumping or wall crawling or web swinging in any way, the whole system is more fluid, and I have no doubt that it will be, thanks to the PS5's powerful SSDs. So definitely really looking forward to it, and I cannot wait to play Marvel Spider-Man 2 in 2023. And that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on bell notifications so you don't miss anything. We just reached 7,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for helping me reach that. Now let's go for that 10K, and hopefully I can hit it by this December. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you all in the next comic panel.
Yes, we will.
PlayStation